What's up, everybody? It's good to see you. Welcome back to We the Champs.
Champs.
You already know the greatest sports show on the turf, in the parking lot, in the pool, on the baseball field, the gridiron, the basketball court, all of the above. What's good? It's good to have you on. I'm your host, Jalen, and we got our co-host on here, Uncle D, aka Coach Phil Blackson. And yeah, it's good to be back here. We're gonna get into the mix with some NBA talk, of course, conference finals, and the preview matchup of the NBA finals, if all things going accordingly, which they should. And then we'll do a rundown on NFL hot topics right now, such as Rodgers and coaches on the hot seat and whatever. But let's get into it. But before we do that, hit that like, hit that subscribe, share, and you already know the business. All right, let's set it off right here. Just touch on this real quick. So So this will include Boston's entire playoff run. They sweep the Pacers, of course, is what we predicted to happen. Actually, I feel like most folks predicted them to maybe lose a game here or there or blow 2 games, but I'm glad they got the job done and just got the sweep, just got it out of the way.
Man, all right. I gotta say this about Boston. They actually look like the best team that's left in the playoffs, which they should have because they have the best roster left in the playoffs. But then, like Indiana was hurt; they're banged up. Like I had low expectations with Halliburton being out. But really, I mean, if you look at it, Boston just played better in the clutch because Indiana could have easily won 3 out of those games that they were swept in.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they got swept, but it was a hard fought sweep if there's ever a sweep. So.
Yeah, it's like they just choose their spots. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right,
defense. They just don't play defense good enough against like two all NBA caliber players, and then one of the best clutch defensive players in the league. Well, 2 of them really, because you got White and you got Holiday.
Yeah, White, dude.
So you got Boston just has a really good team, and that's even without Porzingis. So we'll see.
Yeah. So going into the playoffs, Boston was the easy pick. Couldn't nobody really bang with them. I specifically wanted to see New York give them some issues, but after they lost Julius Randle, I just ruled them out. But at the same time, if they would have made it to Boston, maybe it could have been interesting prior to all the injuries before the Pacer series they had going on. And then you looked at the Bucks. The Bucks were the one team that's like, all right, cool. The Bucks, they got this, they got that. But the Bucks had several question marks going on. First off, Doc Rivers. Doc Rivers, Dame's health, then Giannis's health, then the whole team's health, everybody being old, can't run. We're known for defense. Now they weren't known for defense.
Goofy trades they made in the offseason, man. Chris Middleton finally looking good. They wasted Chris Middleton's health this offseason or this postseason. But I don't know, man. Boston, every team that Boston, now they beat the teams that were put in front of them. But every team.
I was going to say this. I'm glad you're saying this.
Was hurt. Like every team, like they beat Miami with no Jimmy, Cleveland with no Spider and no Jared Allen, and then they beat freaking Indiana with Halliburton missing 2.5 games. So
that's wild, man. Just the comparison of the East to the West. It's like I remember earlier in the season, we're like, okay, there's some more parity in the league, which there is. Especially in the Western Conference. But we're like, okay, it's the East catching up to the West. And then you're looking at the cream of the crop in the playoffs. I mean, you think, all right, let's say the 2 top teams, Pacers and the Knicks. I mean, could either of those teams be the Mavs, the Wolves, the Nuggets, and who else was there?
OKC.
In OKC. Could either of them beat one of them?
Nah.
Maybe the Knicks could give OKC some trouble.
If the Knicks were
Yeah.
healthy, but Tom Thibodeau has never had a healthy team down the stretch in the playoffs. Ever.
He'd be working the hell out of them. I heard some player interviews on the podcast. It was
Joakim
who
Noah?
was it? Yeah, when he talked about, was it Korver? He said Korver would wait in the car till the last minute, and he's like, "Damn, bro, coach about to have us doing defensive slides, and we just played yesterday." Like, damn.
I mean, don't get me wrong, Coach Tibbs is a great coach, man. But they have such a short rotation too. That dude playing he's playing like 6 players the whole game. Like,
yeah, I think Josh Hart was averaging 47 minutes, bro. Like, what the hell? No wonder why his playoff points, his overall points per game went up. This man is playing the whole damn game.
Yeah, but he was out at the end of the season. His abs ripped. Man, Coach Tibbs is like brutal, man. I mean, there's like the only person that could really play for Coach Tibbs like that every game is Jimmy Butler.
Yeah.
That's the only one.
Jimmy Butler, bro. Like, damn, man. What you be doing to these guys? It's like Kyle Shanahan and those running backs. You just be running through running backs. But yeah, so yeah, this is good for Boston, man. Like, I mean, I wish, but you would say they were battle. What's that?
I mean, I'm a Lakers fan. I don't care nothing about no Celtics, man.
But you would say they were battle tested through their playoff run, right?
No.
Or at least they had clutch situations to overcome and really do things. Or you're just like, nah.
Man, they had clutch situations on teams that they should have been blowing out. You know what I'm saying? They should have been killing them teams. And so, I mean, and I'm not going to take anything away from your boy Jalen.
Yes, sir.
Falling out, and then Tatum played well in spots, but I mean, they did what they're supposed to do. And then, the last series, man, really showed like, man, Jaylen Brown just had the dog in him at the end of the game, the way he took over late games. And I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying Tatum is the leader of the team, but it's like now they have like 1A and 1B. And so there's no question like it was last year. I think everybody was trying to figure out who's number one, who's this and who's that. But they did a really good job of picking their spots and trading off back and forth.
Man, because you look at the team. I mean, you got Drew. I mean, like we've spoken about this all season. I mean, just the level of the lineup they have. It's ridiculous.
Yeah. So if they don't win, I don't know. If they don't win this cakewalk into the finals, because even like they're slotted basically to play Dallas. Dallas is going to be the number 5 seed from the West. If they can't beat the number 5 from the West after playing that cupcake bracket to get to the finals,
right? No injuries.
Yeah. And then Porzingis is going to be well rested going into the finals. So, yeah.
And they haven't even had Porzingis play. Okay.
No, man.
That's wild. All right. Now we're looking out west. The Mavs, dude. The Mavs and the Minnesota, 2 really surprising teams to this point. Minnesota, I know, I took them to lose to Denver in that series. They came back in Game 7 from being a 20-point deficit. Did not see that coming. And now we have the Mavs. Not surprised the Mavs got to this point. I actually took the Mavs in this series. I didn't expect them to win the first game and the second game. in the third game. And guys, they're playing right now. It's just the third quarter just ended. Minnesota's up 78-73. So with this being said, we're gonna assume Dallas is going to advance to the finals because of the way these games been going, and the team has never came back from down the 3-0 deficit. All right, so getting into this series, man, what did you see specifically out of this matchup that's led to Dallas winning 3 straight?
I'll say it's a combination of the reemergence of Kyrie Irving. Like, really, you can tell he's settled into his position. You can tell he's happy, no distractions.
Yeah, just
we're not talking about anything else.
Nothing else.
Just hooping. And so he just recently had a daughter, and you can just tell like he just looks happy. So I mean, I don't want to even bring up anything negative with Kai because I'll be the dude. I'll be like, yeah, he got to focus on hooping and all that. And so I'm not saying anything bad about that brother because he's just hooping and he's showing you what like Kyrie Irving looks like when he just hoops.
Right.
That's it. So
it's been very impressive.
Yeah, and him and Luka have. Man, a year ago we was like, man,
we were laughing at this shit, right? Oh my God, we were laughing.
Yeah, but that really shows a lot of growth between both of those two guys, showing like their commitment to working together and getting their job done between Luka and Kai. And then I can say the shrinking of Cat in this series has been crazy. After he had a great series against Denver, so I'm not gonna just trash him like he's not a solid NBA player, but he has not played good in this series, man. So,
they're shooting them threes, man.
Man,
you guys be trying to shoot too many threes, dog. Like catching them and shooting fast. Huh?
Yeah, man. They say he need to go get on the block, man. He need to go post up.
Get in that paint, dog. You so big, bro. But I mean, all right. So one thing the Mavericks had, the rim protection. That's something Denver didn't have, and that's something Nurkic in the Sun sure as hell didn't have. It's just really good athletic rim protection. You look at Derek Lively and Gafford, those athletic young dudes that are just getting after it, and that's a big one. So it allows you to guard the 3-point line a lot tougher. It's like, all right, you press up on this guy. Anthony Edwards can't get this shot off like he wants to. Okay, let's funnel him to our rim protectors to alter that shot, you know?
And then it doesn't help that you have Cat and then Rudy are not playing aggressively. They're not playing like the big 7'2", 7'1" centers that they are. Sorry, I'm actually glancing over at the game, just watching Rudy just run around, float around on the floor, man. And so
that's defensive player of the year.
Man, I'm watching Luka dribble, just licking his chops, looking like he's ready to have him guard him, man. So I don't want to say nothing crazy about Rudy because he's probably the best help defender in the league, maybe.
Or is it Giannis?
Yeah, I'm trying to be nice, man.
Like when Giannis is on it, bro, it's really Giannis. Because Giannis he drops from one side of the court to the next.
Man,
but I feel you though. I feel you though.
I'm trying to be nice to Rudy, but you're right, man. It is definitely Giannis. Giannis ain't getting those blow-bys, and he can move his feet. Man, those big guys are having such a hard time moving their feet against those young athletic Dallas.
Did you see the game Sunday night where who was it? Gafford blocked Carl Anthony Towns' like he sent it out of bounds. It was a layup. I think it was a fast break layup. He just sent it out. I mean, these guys are catching. Like they've been doing it all season too. It's just been really low key. Lob City, bro. Dallas is Lob City, bro. Too. Like they're just catching it and yamming.
I just watched freaking Rudy just get his shot blocked off the backboard by Gafford just now. As soon as you said that, man, he just threw it off the backboard, man. What? Anyway, yeah. So, and I think the stage is just big. It's just big for Minnesota. Like it's taking the steps. Like Dallas. How many years has Dallas been in the playoffs and like battle to finally get to the point where that we can't.
So
Boston I've been in the final 7 years, man, in the Eastern Finals.
So I've been cheering for. I mean, I haven't been necessarily cheering against the Wolves like Cat and Anthony Edwards, but it's like I had this thing, this weird complex. It's like, all right, so I want to see the young guys succeed, but I don't want to see the young guys win the big prize. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like it's like y'all gotta get some pain first. Y'all gotta hurt first. You know what I mean? And Anthony Edwards hasn't hurt enough. I mean, you look back to Steph Curry and Klay Thompson. Look at how many times they got put out. I remember they used to run into the Clippers with Chris Paul and all and get knocked off. And
man, no, they ain't never lose to the Clippers ever.
Yeah, they did. The Warriors did in the playoffs.
What year was that? That was like 1 year then, right?
It was like 2013.
The Warriors?
Like 2013, 2014. Yeah.
We got to pull that up, man. I don't remember the Warriors ever losing to the Clippers.
They lost to the Clippers.
Who was the coach? Mark Jackson?
Mark Jackson.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't even count those Mark Jackson years. That was like
I'm not talking about I'm not talking about like Kerr. That was
okay.
Yeah.
That was like training camp years. That's when Mark was getting ready. That's when Mark was getting ready to hoop. So
but yeah, that pain they suffer. You look at Jokic, look at how much pain he had to go through with losing, had to play without all his boys and lost. And do I even have to speak on the Celtics pain? I mean, all them years LeBron knocked them out of the playoffs and all that. So
they go through some more pain.
It's a given, bro. To win a championship in the NBA now, you gotta suffer. If you're a star on the team, if you're one of the top two players, you have to suffer.
But it's even like Giannis,
before you get there.
Giannis went through everything to get to the spot.
Yeah, Giannis suffered too.
And they still treat him like he trash sometimes. I don't know, man. But you're right. So like, I don't really agree with. I'm fine with a young dude skipping the steps if he has to get there, like coming in and trying to snatch it away from everybody. Almost like how Pat Mahomes stepped into a league and snatched it away from everybody.
Shit, he did it. But he did lose to Brady. He did lose to Brady before he won the ship.
Yeah.
But he still got it early, though. He still won.
Yeah, he got it early. So
and then Burrow, like when Burrow, his second year, almost won the trophy. I'm like, bro, chill out, bro. Like, chill your ass on.
You need some old people to win.
Yeah, bro. Like the guys that have been in there. Like Matthew Stafford won that Super Bowl against Joe Burrow and the Bengals. Like I'm going for the old heads.
I'm shooting for the young guns. But I will say this, man. Like if Dallas wins, I'm definitely rooting for Dallas in the finals. Just because it's a very interesting matchup when you think about it too. I think other than actually, you look at it, any of the top four teams in the West versus the Celtics is a good matchup. Yes.
Maybe it's not so much OKC, but Dallas, whether it have been the Wolves or the Nuggets versus the Celtics, is a great matchup. I mean, you got your historic team with the Celtics, and you got Denver with Jokic, and the Wolves on the come up, Anthony Edwards, and then you got Luka, Magic, and Kyrie. Like it's some good star power there.
But you know what everybody's forgetting about, man. Everybody's forgetting about how Kai left Cleveland to go to Boston with those young pups back in the day, and he was like, nah, man, I got to get away from y'all fools, and then left them. And so now Kai is finally at the spot where he's at, and playing like he was basically in Cleveland with LeBron, which honestly Luka plays very similar to LeBron, like minus LeBron. That's who he really is, and so that's the reason why that matchup. I should have been like more optimistic about their teamwork working together because Luka is like honestly.
Well, what's that? Hold on, we're losing you. We're losing. Yeah.
Yeah. So like if you really think about it, Luka is like white LeBron that can't jump. Like,
seriously, bro, the way he's just controlling and manipulating the game is phenomenal with a better shot.
100%. And so the way him and Kai play off each other is really, really like awesome to watch. It's awesome to watch.
And it's
and
like
I'm a big Luka fan anyway.
Mm-hmm.
I'm a big Luka fan.
I got a pair of his shoes. I told you that.
You didn't tell me you got some Lukas?
Yeah, I got the Luka 2s.
Okay.
The bread kind, like the the black, gray, and red.
Yeah.
I'll show you.
Okay.
I'll show y'all.
Those are dope, man. It's better than getting some Tatums. I'm glad you ain't got no Tatums.
I saw them. I kind of wanted them. I was like, those are cool. But the Lukas, the Luka breads, the Jordan, yeah. I had to go with that. But yeah, Lukas, yeah, he's killing, man. He just looks unfreaking stoppable. It's like those little fadeaway jumpers he's doing, those step back threes, like what he hit on Rudy. Just catching and shooting, the kill shots, the lob passes, even Kyrie throwing the lob passes. It's like two really good closers in the game. I mean, that's why pitting them up against the Celtics. It's I don't know. I feel like the public is going to take the Mavs here in this playoffs. Just
why would you? But I honestly, so I'm going to pick the Mavs because of the closers, but on paper, there is no way that Boston should lose to Dallas. There's no way. If you like, you have two all NBA players, and then of course, like Dallas has two like all world players, right? But then you still got Porzingis, you still got Holiday. You still got White. You still got old man Horford coming off the bench. Like they should not lose to Dallas.
They shouldn't.
But I'm still thinking they're going to lose to Dallas
because the pressure is on Boston big time.
Yeah,
this is it right here. This is it.
Yeah, I just don't see. I don't see Tatum and Brown being able to control the game down the stretch the same way that Kai and Luka are going to control the game.
And yeah, you look at that and it's like, all right, Luka and Kyrie, those two are so good at getting their buckets, getting to their spots. It's like, all right, that last 5 minutes, 6 minutes of the game, those are the guys that are going to be getting the ball, maybe. And then you got everybody else doing the dirty work, especially Lively and Gafford. And they're really good at the dirty work too.
Right. But so with Dallas, it was hard. It was like, well, who else is going to score? But you don't really have to.
You don't need nobody else to score.
You know,
you don't.
They don't even play Tim Hardaway Jr., who still can put up he can still put up 30 points if you had to. I mean, they do have some random scoring when they need it, but I don't know. It'll be interesting to watch that series. I'm watching your Georgia Bulldog Ant-Man try to wheel them back.
Yeah, he had a little spurt in the last game with 8 straight points. It started off. I think he might have laid it up. Then that dunk over. I forgot who the dunk was over, but it was filthy.
Gifford. It was either Gifford or
Gafford. I think Lively was out at that point because he got kneed in the head.
Okay. Yeah.
But that was very, very impressive. That was really cool. And he scored like 8 straight. Okay, I see it's tied 86-86. Yeah, I might have to turn from this Yankees game and tune into that, see what they do here. Okay.
I just watched Rudy Gobert just look so awkward. He just looks so awkward, man.
So, all right. So if the Mavericks win tonight, then they'll have both teams. The Mavericks will have an 8-day break until the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
Do you want to go ahead and make your prediction, or you want to wait? What you feeling?
I'm gonna go Dallas in 7. I'm gonna go Dallas in 7. Some late game heroics. There's gonna be a lot of late game heroics in that series.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the biggest thing. Those dudes, and even with Tatum and Brown playing great late games, and it's going to be a lot of back and forth. And then game 7 on the road with Luka and Kai doesn't really matter. So I'm going to pick Dallas because I think those guys will get hot in the finals. So
okay, I heard it here, folks. We the champs. All right. Let's keep it rocking, man. Let's go to some little bit of NFL, guys. We're gonna just do some hot questions.